Yes, hello there, everybody, and welcome. And let's be real, it was only a matter of time before this happens. So, let's just begin. We don't need to talk about much. I guess, to be fair, it was expected, like I said. So, don't be too surprised by the sudden, of this. I like to delete my saves because I don't want to accidentally think that, it must have been file 2 I was playing on, or something like that. So, let me just go ahead and do some cleanup real quick. Alright. And now, hopping into Pikmin 2, we are playing this one on the Switch version because I do not own any other version of this game as far as I know. I could check, but I don't think I have one. I have the first one on GameCube, which is why I played it on Switch, because I don't like the GameCube one. And then on top of that, I have the first one on Wii, and I don't really feel like playing that one because for some reason I don't know why it looks so off when I'm playing it on my TV. I don't know why it's like that. So we're gonna be playing what I consider the best versions, in my own opinion, of this game. This is the only version of this game that I have, but in terms of overall Pikmin, yeah, I do think that the Switch is great. And I forgot that we have this guy that talks to us through most of this game. I will be honest, Pikmin 2 used to be one of my favorites, but then it just kind of jumped into Pikmin 1, because I kept playing Pikmin 2, thinking it's my favorite. I think it's one of the coolest ones we have. I love the underground system. I love, all this different sort of stuff about it. There's like a million, billion different things I thought were cool. And then it just got to a point where Pikmin 2 really kind of pissed me off. A lot. So, now, to be fair, I do think that this one is better than 1. However, it's not my favorite one to play either. That's the main thing here. I forget how this all works. I'm pretty sure this should be just treasure, right? Because there's no onion. I can't do anything with them. Unless you only need 5. You need 15, so I'm trying to remember how to do all this stuff. Sorry, getting kind of itchy already. That's off to a great start. Oh, yeah, I didn't even see this back here. Okay, never mind. Doesn't really matter. What the hell am I missing? Do you want me to bring the thing back? Because, enemies count as treasure. I thought. I don't know. I don't know why they're not just... Am I confusing something here? Am I being stupid? Am I being pranked? Look, I know it's been a while since I played this game, but I don't... What the fuck am I doing? How? Physically, how? How am I missing it this much? How am I forgetting exactly what to do this early? Guys, I don't see shit. The best I can do is, talk to... I can't even do that. I can't even talk to this little bastard. Oh, they want me to do that. Oh. See what happens when you don't pay attention? You kind of end up fucking yourself. I thought that was Louie's shadow for a second. Alright, so... One of the absolute worst characters in all of Pikmin, as... It's pretty well known amongst the Pikmin community, but I'm not here to really talk about that, at least not right now, or I don't know when. But we do, in terms of mechanically speaking, now have access to two different captains, something I completely forgot about at all. And because this is a micromanagement type game, it makes sense to have the second game have 2 characters to play as. So... And then you gotta get your whole red Pikmin, showcase thing. I mean, Louie doesn't know what the hell they are. He thinks they're edible. Or at least that they taste good. Something like that. I do think the idea of Louie having his own little things is neat. And I do like the idea of having a second captain. I'm thinking the third one, if I remember correctly, it actually was 3 captains. But in the 4th game, you technically only have, 2, I think. Honestly, at this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if I end up doing all the Pikmin, the mainline Pikmin games, because I already did 1. And hey, to be fair, I have beaten all of them except for 3 by myself. My friend was the one that beat it for me, technically, because I was kind of sort of just along for the ride. Point is that I've beaten 1, 2, and 4, so these aren't even blind playthroughs. I can easily just, beat these, and I have a good idea of what I'm doing. It wouldn't be impossible to do, and I do actually like Pikmin enough to do it. Here we go. I don't remember if you're supposed to tap in this one or not. Also, it's funny how, like, going from the first game to this one, you can definitely kind of feel like the game's got a weird sense of, like, more speed, and then also, in a strange way, a little bit more heavier, too. I don't know how to explain that, but whenever I throw Pikmin, I see the arch. They look like they are harder to throw, just in general. It's really weird. And I think that they grow faster, too. Like, they sprout faster than this one. Also, if you have 2 captains, and you need one of them to help you pluck things, if they're around, they will actually actively pluck with you. It's really cool. I want to say that maybe there might have been one of the Pikmin games where another Pikmin can help you pluck. I think... Maybe I'm getting it mixed up with, like, Pikmin 4. I might be thinking about Pikmin 4, or just nothing in general. Something I probably dreamed about. I wouldn't be surprised. But yes, the main component of this game that I do really like a lot, though. I like the ship parts of the first game, but I really do enjoy the idea that there's, like, all this crazy amount of treasure that you're supposed to collect. I think that's a lot of fun to try and do that. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I think we need to get Olimar out of here, so I'm just going to have to do the whole, like, toss them up, let them do their thing. Let these guys just go ahead and break this out, because I can't really bring the treasure back. We're kind of locked right now, and I don't even have 20 Pikmin to even do this with, so yes, we're going to have to finally utilize the strength of 2 different captains. This will be the first and last time this will probably ever happen. And I forgot that gyro's on. I should probably turn that off. Look, gyro's not bad, just it's one of those things where I don't really care much for it. Well, if I'm playing with controller, I'd rather just use the regular control scheme as is. That's kind of my thing. We do need a bit more pick, so I have like 13. Oh, good lord. Okay, that's gonna take a while. So we're gonna get at least maybe sprout. I want to say maybe 3. What the hell am I doing? I'll leave these guys back here, because there's really no point for me to even have these guys with me. I mean, Olimar can take care of that. And then they can help. Or, if anything, I mean, actually, you know what? Better idea. Go ahead and put them on here. I think also Pikmin 2 originally might have added the charge mechanic, too, I think. I wouldn't be surprised with that. I'm not sure if the motion controls in this one are like the ones in the Wii version where you can kind of throw further or not. I've never really tested it out much. Also, I like how Olimar and Louie have different color, like red and blue. Sort of like icons and stuff. Blue's my favorite color. But that doesn't mean that I like to play Louie. I mean, Louie's default basically the same. There's nothing really that inherently that different. Also, there is a reset command. I don't know when you're ever going to need that. I don't know. Okay, we got 4, not 3. Okay. Also, I think you do pluck faster, too, just in general. We have enough just for the part, but unfortunately we don't have enough Pikmin to sprout and get out of this little area. I think this is one of those ones where we just need this part, or this treasure, just to get out of here, and then we can just kind of move on. And then kind of a... I don't know, I don't want to... It's Pikmin, who cares? So later on in Pikmin, you're going to get like the white Pikmin, which are immune to poison, and you're going to get the purple Pikmin, who are immune to purple effects. By that I mean that they're heavier, and they stun, and they're really cool, and they're really strong, and I really love them. I really like my purple Pikmin. Fuck the white ones. I don't care about the white Pikmin here. Because their only use is, like, doing poison shit, and then it's just like, oh, I have to go underground to even get more. Look, I know what I said out of context sounds really bad. I'm talking specifically in context about white Pikmin, so YouTube, I'm talking about white Pikmin, nothing else. Which is probably no surprise that there is no technical black Pikmin, even though the closest shade to black would be, of course, purple in this sense. That's the most darkest color that you're going to get. I should probably stop talking right now before I end up on the front page of YouTube talking about Pikmin or get myself caught in another, well, get myself caught in a little controversy, you know. Don't want that to happen, especially for Pikmin. Point is that, you have to use the ship to get them out. There's no specific color-coordinated onion for them. There's no bloomin' onion that they come out of. Nothing like that. They specifically are ship only. Which, you know, it's not something that I hate, but it would have been cool to have, like, you know, a white onion for the white Pikmin, and then a purple onion for the purple Pikmin, and so forth and so forth. Because I think those do technically exist to some capacity, I would hope. Hold on. I got the Olimar journey. What? Can you say that again? Olimar. Oh my god, can I fucking speak today? Olimar Journal. Good fucking lord. Alright, Valley of Repose. I think this is... This might be where we were just at. I wasn't paying any attention, to be honest with you. But I will admit, though, talking about... Oh yeah, this was where we're at. Okay. So in terms of Pikmin 2, like I said, I do actually like Pikmin 2. I think this is actually a pretty good game. I do think this is honestly a better game than Pikmin 1. But at the same time, it's so fucking brutal sometimes that it makes me angry, and I don't like it. And this is just more so like something that I do, but I remember for a while, this VTuber that I used to watch a bit. I don't really watch him that much anymore, but I used to think that, you know, I'm talking about, I'll just say it, I guess, Ren Penrose. I used to watch Ren every once in a while, and thought that, you know, she was a big Pikmin fan. I don't watch her all that much. I'm just saying, like, I did, like, every once in a while a little bit, only to then go back and rediscover that the first one she ever played was Pikmin 4, and I was like, oh, I thought you were a big Pikmin fan, but no, you're just, you're a new Pikmin fan. Okay. Nothing wrong with that inherently. I'm just saying, like, I was surprised. No, she's more of like a Splatoon fan. But I don't want to talk more about that because there's just some weird fucking controversy YouTube things with that. Not just with Ren, but like just well, yeah, Ren, but other things too. I don't really watch Ren all that much anymore. Sometimes I'll poke in, but that's a little bit, you know, that's about it. I don't know, it's YouTube. Everybody's got some controversy shit going on somewhere to some extent, right? And to be fair, the controversy in question depends on which side of the coin I guess you're on. That's why I don't want to talk about it much, because people are weird, man. People on Twitter are just fucking weird. I think I talked about this before, but there's like this game that this indie game that I saw, like a boomer shooter thing or whatever, like a bit back, you know, saw it through like a YouTube video, you know how it goes, and I thought like, oh, cool, you know, I'll wait for it to come out, try out the demo or something, check it out, maybe it might be cool. I think it was, if I remember correctly, I think it was called Guns and Nuns, I think, and then I get on Twitter, and I see something about like, indie games only have like 5 games or some shit like that. I'm like, oh great, what's going on now? And that's like the main topic. I think Niche Gamer or whatever their name is on Twitter made a post about it. And people were shitting on the game, saying like, "Oh, great, it's Gooner bait. It's gonna be some shitty fucking Ultra Kill ripoff type game. I'm so fucking fed up with the same indie games." And it's like, I mean, I've been saying that for years, but you guys keep buying fucking roguelikes. So you're gonna shit on my fucking boomer shooters. I'm gonna shit on you because I'm sick and fucking tired of roguelikes being a thing. Look, I like my boomer shooters. Don't get me wrong. If I ever see one that looks decent, I'll try it out. I mean, don't get me wrong. There is a little bit of fatigue that does come with this type of stuff. I do agree, but I think that's a little ridiculous, especially just to attack this one specific game, because that's what the Twitter mob tends to like to do, is just attack specific things, or essentially no reason besides virtue signaling and just to get clout. Twitter's a cesspool, they say. It's healthy for you to stay away. But I have Twitter because I follow a bunch of artists on there. And sometimes I see that little trending page and I'm like, it's tempting. Shouldn't look at it. I know I shouldn't, but I do. What else can I say about that? I'll probably still play it. Oh, I do have another thing I can talk about. What the fuck was the name of the game? I'll have to look it up. You know what? I can just whip up my Discord right now because I told my brother about it. Okay, I got the name right. Okay. There was this game that was on PlayStation Plus for like a trial for a while. And I tried out the trial back then, and I didn't really care for it. It's like a Doom Eternal type game. Yes, I know. Sigh. Another Under the Mayo flavored game. Another fucking boomer shooter type game. Blah, blah, blah. And I wasn't really that interested in it when I first played it. They give you like 2 hours or whatever to play it or whatever. I'm like, I don't know if I really care for this. It's not terrible. It's just whatever. Like, I don't know if it's really my cup of tea right now. I've been playing Doom recently. Just because I want to play something, anything. Well, actually, I played Doom after, to be fair. Well, Metal Eden, E-D-E-N, came to PlayStation Plus, like, actually on the service that you can download and stream it. And so I did, and I played it, and I beat, like, a couple missions. I'm like, oh, I actually like this. And then I went back and I played some Doom Eternal for a bit. And then I had this thought of, like, what if I marathon, like, all the 3 Neo Dooms, like, in a couple of days? Then that didn't happen because I played a little bit of Doom 2016. And I'm like, I don't know if I really want to play this. I still think 2016 is great. I still think it's one of the better Doom games out there, especially Eternal. And Dark Age's pretty good. It's just like I've played it so much, I've gotten so tired of it just a little, I can't keep playing the same shit over and over again forever. Alright, our first cave. Now here's the thing though, I don't remember if everybody comes with you, like in terms of like both captains. I forget how this works. The leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. Oh yeah. I will return any Pikmin outside of that group to the Onion. Oh. Oh, okay. So, like, if I leave right now, whoever's with me right now will go with me right now. As you can see, it says 29 out of 64. So, I would, in fact, basically, technically have to come back with Olimar to make this work. Also, I'm kind of glad that they make it to where, like, oh, they'll drop off their treasure, and then they'll run away from it. Also, this always looks like a face to me. That could be the point, I don't know, but... Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to hit A. Sorry. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and hop in there with... That said Leon. Listen to me. I'm going to hop on in with Olimar real quick. Also, I don't remember if this was a thing in 1. I think it is. Where if you're too far from your party, you'll have, like, an invisible... sort of, like, Pikmin icon telling you, like, hey, you're not... you're not close to what you need to do. But here we go. Alright, first, underground area. From what I've heard, the underground area is still, like, they're not supposed to technically have a time limit, but there is, like, a small, unnoticeable time limit that occurs. Which is why I thought that the underground sections were so good. It's because I thought, like, oh, well, there's no time system, so it's pretty much, it's all good, you know what I mean? Something else to explain, too, is that there is no day limit in this game, either. Which is quite nice. Alright, let's go ahead and attack some guys. By the way, whatever little minions or enemies that you tend to kill inside of underground areas, they count as treasure, which you can technically, you know, for all it's worth, technically collect nothing but enemies, I guess, for a while and grind on them to fulfill the, you know, the $10,000 coinage limit that you want. But, you know, I would recommend just grabbing treasure and not fucking with any of that stuff. But I do love the underground sections, and I think some of them are, I don't know if all of them are, all of them are, huh? I don't know if all of them are procedurally generated or not, but I don't know. I mean, maybe. Maybe. It's her fur. And you get like 2 coins a per. So it's not really even that worth it, but I like to clean up things. I like to clean up a little bit of the scrap, you know what I mean? And luckily enough, you don't have to watch this every single time for the enemies, but you do gotta watch it for the treasure, though. Because I do want to kind of show off, like, oh, look at this, you know, you got a cool little treasure. And then Almar gives you a funny little thing talking about, you know, what he thinks it's called. It's really cute. Pikmin 2 is really cute for a game. It's a great game, honestly. Don't let my hatred for this game make you think that this game's completely terrible. Just take your time with it. Don't try to rush it. You don't need to beat this game in 15 days. You don't have to worry about the no death run unless you're trying, you know, unless the 15-day thing or the no death run, something like that. That's something you're trying to go for. I'm saying, like, for a casual run, you don't really need to worry about that. Also, the game is really generous about telling you, like, oh yeah, you're basically done. You're on the last little bout for the stages. This, I think, is a... Oh, this is the world map thing, so that shows us where we can go on the actual map. I think. Wait, hold on. What'd you say? Oh, yeah, we gotta get purples now. Okay, yeah, that's what they're trying to suggest, I'm sure. I think the combat, personally for me, is what makes this game a lot better, too, because I feel like the combat in this game, like, got upgraded quite a bit. And now we got our purple flowers. Come on, guys. Do a good job at killing, please. And, yeah. We can finally get access to new types of Pikmin. That will come in massive hand... they'll be massively handy. Fuck, I can't speak. The children yearn to become purple Pikmin. I think in this game, the flowers just completely disappear, too. I believe so. I'm just not going to really waste too many of these guys and just, let them do their thing real quick. Just get some extra coinage. And time to pluck. Good old luck and pluck. Big, tubby, sumo wrestling ass purple Pikmin. One of the coolest Pikmin in all of Pikmin games. They are a beefy bunch. Very strong, very heavy. And very cool. And like I said, with the white Pikmin, I don't like them very much because I feel like I have to do everything I can to make sure they never get eaten. It's kind of like how I used to play Pikmin 1 with yellow Pikmin, or even blue Pikmin for that matter. I would always try my best to make sure that they never die because I always thought that, like, oh, if they get killed off, I'm basically, I'm fudged, man. Like, there's nothing I can do. Like, I can get plenty of reds, but I can never get enough blues and yellows. So that's what always scared me the most. Honestly, perfect timing on that one, actually. Not gonna lie. They did a pretty good job with that. Making them disband. But yes, purples do count as pretty much just 10. That's their count for this. And hey, that's saves me some trouble. But the thing is, I think purples in this one are a little bit more harder to come by. And the same thing again with the white Pikmin too. Should I just say poison Pikmin at this point? Would that make everything better? Because God forbid. Can't say a fucking color anymore. That's just how YouTube is, man. It's funny. These things always look like eyelashes. If I ever get the Pikmin 4, man, I'm gonna fucking hate it. I liked Pikmin 4 when I first played it, but then after, like, playing it... I think I tried doing it a second time. There was just certain spots I was like, oh my god. You know, I just really don't like this one. I do and I don't. It's weird. But I will stand by what I think about Pikmin 3, though. I still think Pikmin 3 is the best looking Pikmin game. Even on Wii U, I think graphically it's just a beautiful game. Which... Yeah, I have it on Wii U. Okay. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I did. Thing is, because these guys are in my squad, I think I can still leave and it will be fine. I don't need to, wait for them to catch up to me or anything. I think I can still go back to the surface just fine. Everything will be okay. I would hope. At the very least, if they don't, I'm sure, Mr. Robot Guy will help me out with it. Regardless. Yes, game, I know. I find it funny that you fall down like 2 floors, and yet the opening is like not even that high up either. It's funny. Alright, cool. That's 1 cave down. I have like 6 or so. And we got all the treasure in there too, which you can find out by the top. 3 out of 3. Really good. And almost got 1,000. It's crazy, isn't it? We're already in day 2 and almost have like almost 1/10 of what we need to access this game. Or to finish this game, I mean. But don't get too excited. This will be a nightmare later. But here's the thing, though. I was going to say, we have no time. Or not that we have no time to do anything, but we don't have the ability to do anything more. We are going to need specifically blue Pikmin for this. Mail time. Alright, new area. On to the Awakening Wood. So there's about 4 caves, I guess. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of them are, blue related. Yeah. I see the blue onion over there right now. A lot of blue areas. And thankfully, well, thanks to the whole, non-day system, I can just do whatever I want pretty much and just be okay with it. Alright. Let's just take out whoever we can, I guess. Take out all 10, because why not? I like having purples around. I think you can actually do... No, you can't hit anybody. Okay. I thought you could, but I guess not. I'm just going to go ahead and let, just build up a couple more guys. And then, of course, you got these little grub-worm bastards again, which are going to get fucking annoying like they always do. What? What have I done wrong this time? Yeah, I know. Which I think that's also something that might have been actually added in the GameCube version of this game, like the ability to swap between like who you want to throw and stuff. Yeah, the fun. Oh, okay, you know what? Actually, hold on. Now, technically, when it comes to the big guys, my usual way of doing things still does work, just fine. But, fuck it, I'll keep Louie with me, I guess. He'll at least help me pluck out a couple more. Just why not? Oh yeah, by the way, when you're above ground, enemies only give you, not treasure, but they give you Pikmin to sprout. Yeah, if I really wanted to, I could just do it the old-fashioned way. However, with the new purple Pikmin, if you throw just enough, you can stun and do quite a hefty amount of damage to an enemy. It's really quite nice. Yeah, 1 purple will be enough to carry that whole bastard. So I'm just going to go ahead and, like I said, just sprout up a few more guys. There is a treasure up here somewhere, but you need a specific Pikmin to do it. It was either white Pikmin or yellow. I can't remember exactly. God, these fucking grub worms are everywhere. I think these ones are the ones I don't think attack, so we are good for the most part, which is nice. Also, why are you guys taking so long to fucking carry? I think that's just a purple thing. Like, purples don't necessarily carry faster. They just by default give you essentially what you need. Dang, Pikmin 2 already predicted the idea of getting fruits, huh? Now, I should probably talk about this, because I'm sure people are going to be, wondering, like, what am I planning on doing? Am I planning on doing everything this game has to offer? Also, by the way, Awakening Wood looks very close to the second level from the first game as well. It's funny how that works. And, yeah, by everything, I mean, like, yes, I'm going to get I want to fulfill the debt. Although, to be fair, this is, this is me doing a Let's Play. Let's be real. Am I going to finish this game? Who knows? There's a high chance that I might. I don't know. I tend to get bored with things these days. It just happens. So don't expect anything to be finished, but just whatever happens now, happens now. Now, I will say this, though. Will I be doing the Louis stuff? The post-game Louis stuff. That's the thing I want to talk about. Probably not. I never did it. I never finished it. And to be honest, I think I'm probably more mentally sane if I didn't do it. So, like, I get it. It's Pikmin, right? It's like, oh, well, it's nothing too crazy hard to do. I mean, sure, but I'm going to be honest with you. It just seems like it would just be a little bit of a nightmare to bother with. Also, we're going to get some new stuff soon. These are ultra spicy berries. I think if you collect a certain amount, you eventually get ultra spicy fume thingy. Essence. We have to wait for, like, I think 3 of them. And there's also a purple one that gives you more defense. No. No, that's a bullshit lie. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. No, the actual one that does actually... The purple one stones enemies. It turns them into stone. I know, there's a lot of stuff going on. But luckily, Pikmin 2 is actually pretty well-paced. Pikmin, just in general, is pretty well-paced when it comes to trying to figure things out. Like, it gives you just enough time. And even if it's somebody like me who, has played these games, at least once or twice, even for somebody like me who's played it a bit, like, you can still kind of just tell sort of what's going on, even though I'm not exactly explaining everything as I go. Now, we can't cross over there. We're going to have to go with the bridge. Or, I mean, the gate. Sorry. Alright, cool. And now for these types of enemies. I'm not the biggest fan of fighting them. But I'll do what I can. And they already killed one. Maybe not. Actually, I might have gotten lucky. I may have actually gotten lucky with it. Okay. Possibly, yeah. Also, by the way, watch out for... Yeah. Well, he got a few of them. Hopefully it wasn't the purples, but it probably was. I lost one. I'm going to throw all my purples at him. I was going to mention this real quick, but watch out for the flowers, because sometimes, mainly in certain areas, they don't really... It's not too difficult to get around it, but... God damn it. There are certain areas in this game that already spawn these little motherfuckers. So you gotta watch out for that. That's gonna need poison Pikmin for that one. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the ship and go grab the other guys so we can go into the cave and gain access to that. That needs yellow, pretty much. So, yeah. I lost one guy, I think. I think I got one guy that I lost here, so that sucks. But I don't think it was a purple. Not that I know of. I mean, I can check. If I go back to this to try to put purples in, I can... Huh? Wait, did I have one more purple? I didn't have... What are you talking about? Oh, that's just in my squad. Oh, sorry. I'm kind of a little silly right now. You guys go ahead and put that away so I can just, get on with this and get out of here real quick. I'm not going to worry about sprouting anybody right now. I think we have just enough. I may have lost one or something like that, but it's fine. I could technically leave Louis here because there's really no point in bringing this stupid ass. Because usually with underground stuff, you don't really need captains all that much. You don't really need captains, double captain all that much to begin with, because the game is relatively pretty nice about managing things. Yeah, I hope I didn't lose a purple. That would suck. I might have. I might have lost a purple and just didn't know. Either way, new cave time. Love that little jingle, that little fanfare. A large Pikmin group would be reassuring. Flame-resistant Pikmin. Basically saying that, yes, your red Pikmin will be protective and help you along your way. Which they also tell you at the top, you know, what specific type of element you need. Or what type of specific element will be not necessarily needed, but more so that's going to exist that you'll have to deal with. There's fire, electricity, water, and then poison, which is a new one. Poison? Fuck it. Alright, I'll just... Nah, that works, I guess. Whatever. I'm just gonna go and scout ahead a little bit with a few guys, just to see what I might have to pick up, or what I might have to do. Which isn't really much. Ah, the purple bastards. You love to see it, but you hate to fight them. And that's not good either, because that's gonna be a guy that's gonna be a problem in a second. Because he can kill my team. God damn it. I fucking hate the purple ones. And they just sprout up whenever they feel like it, too, and it pisses me off. I think we did a pretty good job of killing most of them. I think. There's still like one more maybe around here. Yep. Two more, actually. Did I lose a guy? I almost lost a guy. It seemed like I almost lost a guy. I heard one of them make a noise. I don't know. I think this is only treasure down here, too. There will be a thing later which will be a metal detector type thing that will tell you if there's stuff or not, which is really nice. Yeah, I'm just going to keep everybody together because I got to be smarter about this type of stuff. And fuck Louis. Everybody can pay attention to Almar. As for more treasure, I don't think there is any. I think, like I said, I think this is the only one in here. And thankfully you can come back and, you know, play it again, though. Yep, the Stone of Glory it is. It always looks more like a PS2 D-pad. To me. Not specifically. Alright. As long as I think you have your number, like even if they're kind of too far away, I think it should still work. And the good part is, this game saves every floor. So if you happen to die and want to reset, easy, just go back. I might as well just let these guys go ahead and get their nectar real quick. Perfect. I'm just checking for enemies at this point. Yeah, like I said, I think some of these are typically procedurally generated, but I don't know how much that is. Also, I don't know if flower Pikmin spawn flower purples. I don't think they... Yeah, I didn't think so. And those do count as different variants of Pikmin, by the way, that you can throw, I think. Do I have to just tap it once? And it just goes? No, you have to hold it for this to work. Alright, I don't think there's any treasure down here, because I didn't see anything. So I guess just go back down. I mean, if I'm missing any treasure, we'll just come back. And see, the funny thing is now, I'm allowed to finally say treasure, because back in the first game when we were playing that, I couldn't say treasure. Because they were ship parts. Alright. We've got more floors to go down. And then, I guess, for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and let the red Pikmins take out the fire shit. Because they can now. I don't remember if they could. I don't think they can in the original game, but they can take these things out, which is really nice. Pretty dang helpful, isn't it? No real need to destroy everything in sight, but just in case, because I know how this game goes, I'm going to go ahead and do what I can to make sure that my guys can, in fact, get through here and clean up whatever they need to. Or at the very least, basically get my purples to be able to walk through here with no problems. Time for a floppy disk, which might be the treasure mapper 2 thing. I don't know. I don't think so, but it's worth a check. I could technically just leave Olimar here, because there's really no point. I mean, everybody is, you know, back at the ship, so. Alright, cool. Mahjong piece. Never did play much of the original actual Mahjong, what you're technically supposed to, I guess. I always played the one where you had the other Mahjong, you know, the one where, you know the one. I could go for some of that. I was playing some solitaire recently. I know there's like a horror game. I think it actually came out now. There's a horror game that's like a solitaire type horror game. I think there's actually a solitaire deck builder roguelike game coming out too. I know I mentioned before that I'm getting tired of roguelikes. I am, to an extent. Like Slay the Spire, you know, I'm cool with that. It's just the constant indie Metroidvania roguelike type shit does get old. And now my opinion is now currently seemingly, I guess, the more popular opinion now, because, you know, Twitter. So I guess I'm not allowed to bitch and moan about indie game stuff. Look, I don't hate indie stuff at all. Like, I'm all for indie stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm way, way more completely fine with indie stuff, because we need that stuff in general. No doubt. Because I'm an indie guy myself, kind of. Not an indie game dev, but the point is that, you know, I have respect for the indie market of things. I am also of the type that's kind of tired of the same bullshit. To be fair, that kind of goes with anything, really. Like, even just, like, you know, all these fucking Horizon Zero Dawn, Last of Us type games, too. You know, this, politics aside, it's just in general, like, I don't really care, I guess. I would love to have them grab this card. You only need one to get it, though, which is nice. I'm going to do something a little tricky here. Old tricky dick. And just go for a slam. I don't remember if it's slam on top of them or slam near them is what the stun does. Or how to stun. I lost 4. And I hope that none of them were purple, because that would fucking suck. It's fine. You can, for the most part, get them back anyway. It's not a big deal. Like, if you come back... Wait. I was going to say, why are they not carrying it? I don't know. Oh, well. I could always reset, but it's okay. I'm way past the point of carrying anymore. What? Okay. Are you guys just that stupid? I mean, come on. I just also didn't expect him to kill him that fast. I really didn't expect to see that. And a Game Boy Micro. No, sorry, a Game Boy. A Game & Watch. Never mind, my bad. I still find it funny. I get it mixed up with the Game Boy Micro thing, because I remember, like, they released those. And they looked kind of like the Game & Watch. Nintendo's playing cards. Luck Wafer. Now I could go for the wafers right now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm weird, I kind of like the strawberry ones. But yet I don't like strawberry milk type shit either. It's weird, isn't it? I like strawberry stuff, but just not strawberry milk. Oh my god, does this fucking place ever end? Well, here it is, the final goddamn floor. This is the Grub Mama. I just forget how you're supposed to actively beat her ass. Or who exactly. I think it's just all about making sure that you, well, you don't die. Yeah, let her roll around a bit. This one gets harder in a later floor when she's just spawning grubs the entire time. It's really fucking frustrating and annoying. And as far as I know, this is all you have to do is just keep attacking, and then before she tries to flick them off, you go ahead and just, you know... It's all about timing. It's Pikmin combat. You kind of figure it out as you go, and just kind of learn the ropes. Like, oh, throw Pikmin for a bit, let them attack for a bit, and then when they're about to get shaken off... stop them from doing that. Also, I don't think... Oh, they're dead. They're dead. They're dead. I don't think, purples do more damage on enemies. I think... I don't remember if reds do less as well in this game. Like, they used to be, you know, the 1.5 extra damage. But that could be something for Pikmin 2 and not 1. I don't know. Any little bit of extra damage is helpful, no matter what. So, I mean, it does feel like the purples do more damage, just by default. But I really can't tell. And there you go. Ah, here's our treasure finder. Very cool. And good timing, too, for us to end this off, because... Well, I mean, I probably should just end the day more so than the actual episode. We'll do that. If I'm inside of a dungeon or whatever, I mean, I could end it now, because, I mean, the game will just save, and I'll be fine. I'll be able to continue from the save, I think, regardless, I hope. We'll just end the days. I'm not gonna leave a video on a non-ended day, I guess. I'll try to do that. So Pikmin 2 might be a little bit longer for video length, so... It's my preferred length, it's 45 minutes. And there you go. All the treasure. Once it blinks like that, it's pretty much good to go. Alright, back to the surface we go. And then it might take a bit of time to do this, but I could try to finish up the day a little bit. I wish they would tell me how many Pikmin I lost in terms of, like, which color. Did I lose 4 reds? Did I lose 4 purples? I don't know. Probably reds. Reds are the easier ones to lose, it seems. At least in my case. God, we still have a lot of day left. Like, again, I could always end it here and then just, you know, continue, or re-continue the video or whatever, but I don't know. I don't really feel like doing that. Well, if I don't end it now... Yeah, okay. Let me check something real quick. Let me check something real quick. Because if I go to sunset, I could... Let me try this out real quick. Yeah, now it should tell me if I lost reds or not. We'll see. I'm not sure. I want to know what specifically, like, which color I lost. I'm... No, too late. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I saved it when I wasn't supposed to. Oh, well, it's okay. We're going to be minus 1 day. Who cares? Alright, anyway, that'll be it for this. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more Pikmin 2. And as always, take care, everybody.